What is Excel? Excel is a spreadsheet or electronic worksheet developed by Microsoft for macOS, Windows, iOS and Android. It is one part of the Microsoft Office suite. It was first released for Macintosh systems in 1985, followed by the first Windows version in 1987. Microsoft Excel allows users to organize, store, and modify the data by applying various formulas. It gives a clear view of reports by dividing into columns and rows. Excel is open to integrate with any external databases to conduct analysis and to generate reports and so on. What is freeze panes in Excel? Freeze panes are used to lock any row or column. The locked row or column will be visible on the screen even after we scroll the sheet vertically or horizontally. Is it possible to hide or show the ribbon? You can hide or show, minimize or maximize the ribbon by pressing Ctrl plus F1. What is the sequence of operating mathematical operation in Excel? The order of operations is BEDMAS, PB parenthesis / brackets, E exponents, D division, M multiplication, addition, S subtraction. How many rows and columns are there in Microsoft Excel 2003 and later versions? Refer to the table below for the number of rows, columns and cells for Microsoft Excel 2003 and later version. How many characters can fit into a single cell in Excel? The total number of characters a cell can contain is 32,767. How to get to the last row of a worksheet on Excel? Press and hold down the Control key and press the down arrow key. How to get to the last column of a worksheet on Excel? Press and hold down the Control key and press the right arrow key. What is VLOOKUP? What is syntax of VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP is an MS Excel function to look up and retrieve data from a specific column in table. VLOOKUP supports approximate and exact matching, and wildcards for partial matches. Syntax of the VLOOKUP formula contains required for arguments or parameters to work in MS Excel. VLOOKUP, lookup_value, table_array, call_index_num. What is formula? In Microsoft Excel, a formula can include a range of cells for adding values together, finding an average, and other calculations. For example, if you wanted to include cells D2 through D13 in a formula, you would denote that using the text D2:D13 in the parentheses for the formula. How many report formats are available in Excel? There are 3 report formats available in Excel: Compact, Report, Tabular. What is the difference between function and formula in MS Excel? Formula is a statement which is written by the user created, to be calculated. A formula can contain values, cell references, defined names, and functions. Functions are inbuilt codes provided in MS Excel, such as if, count, sum, average and so on. And, if additional functions are required, we can create through VBA. This will carry out an operation of some kind and provide an output value. Functions are used inside formulas. What is the use of the what-if condition? The what-if condition is used to modify the data or make changes to data using Excel formulas. Excel provides 3 types of what-if analysis tools: scenarios, goal-seek, data tables. What is the syntax of substitute function in Excel? Syntax: substitute, text, old text, new text, instance number. What is central order of operations used to make calculations on MS Excel? The fundamental order of operation used in Excel is the well-known PEMDAS. It stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. It is the universal order of operations used by Excel. If anomaly whatsoever is reported, check the alignment of the above order to spot if any parameter has been left missing. What are the volatile functions in Excel? A volatile function recalculates the formula again and again, whenever any modification occurs in a worksheet. highly volatile, now, rand, today. Almost volatile, cell, indirect, offset, info. What are some common errors in Excel? 1. Hash error, the column is not wide enough to display all the characters in a cell. 2. Hash value. Error, this error will be displayed if the formula includes cells that contain different data types. Equals B185 plus B275 plus B3 data will result in the hash value. Error message. 3. Hash div/0. Error, Excel displays this error when a number is divided either by 0, 0, or an empty cell. 4. Hash name. Error, the text in a formula is not recognized by Excel. This is caused by misspelling the function names. For instance, equals to A1:A7 will result in the hash name error. 5. Hash ref. Error, the error will be displayed when a cell reference is not valid. Deleting cells that were referred by other formulas will cause this error. 6. Hash null error, Excel displays this error when you specify an intersection of two areas that do not intersect, cross. The intersection operator is a space character that separates references in a formula. Equals sum, A1:A2C3:C5, returns the hash null error because the two ranges do not intersect. 7. Hash enum. Error, the formula or function contains invalid numeric values. 8. Hash n/a error, value not available or when a cell can't be found from a formula referenced in a VLOOKUP. For advanced users. How can you prevent pivot tables from losing column width when you refresh? We stop format losing in a pivot table by merely modifying the options in the pivot table. Under the pivot table, the options that are including are, to disable the option Auto Format and enable Preserve Formatting. What are the most used basic Excel formulas? Sum, number 1, number 2. Average, number 1, number 2. Max and min, equals max, A2:A6, and equals min, A2:A6. Count and counta, count, value 1, value 2, and counta, value 1, value 2. If, logical _ test, value _if _true, value _if false. Trim, text. Len, text. And endure, and returns true if all conditions are met, false otherwise. Or returns true if any condition is met, false otherwise. Concatenate, text 1, text 2. Today and now, equals today, to insert the today's date in a cell. And equals now, to insert the current date and time in a cell. What are most popular functions in Excel? Date, days. Find, lookup, match, text, choose, sum, if, index, randomize. How to use self function in Excel. This function returns information about the cell in a worksheet. The type of information to be returned is specified as info_type. Cell can get things like address and file name, as well as detailed info about the formatting used in the cell. See below for a full list of information available. Syntax, equals cell, info_type, reference. How can you stop format losing in a pivot table? To stop the format loss in the pivot table can be quickly done by modifying the options present in the pivot table. You can go to the options that are present in the pivot table and then disable the option Auto Format and enable Preserve Formatting. How to prevent someone from copying the cell from your worksheet. If you want to protect your worksheet from being copied, go into menu bar Review Protect Sheet Password. By entering password, you can prevent your worksheet from getting copied. Is it possible to make pivot table using multiple sources of data? If the multiple sources are different worksheets from the same workbook, then you can use these multiple sources of data to make pivot table. How is dynamic range providing the data source of pivot tables? When there is a need to provide a dynamic range and data source of pivot tables, the users need to create a named range using the offset function available and then base the pivot table using a named range that was built in the first step. Is there any particular use of cell reference in the calculation? Indeed, cell reference is particularly useful in that it saves some time. Elementarily, cell reference is used in order to avoid writing the data again and again for the purpose of calculation. The location to which a particular cell is directed is known as the cell reference. What are macros? Excel allows you to automate the tasks you do regularly by recording them into macros. So, a macro is an action or a set of them that you can perform in number of the times. What are different functions in Excel? 1. Date and time functions. 2. Math functions. 3. Logical functions. 4. Lookup and reference functions. 5. Engineering functions. 6. Financial functions. 7. Information functions. 8. Array functions. 9. Cube functions. 10. Database functions. 11. Statistical functions. 12. Text functions. 13. Web functions.
Like, share and comment. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Click the bell button for latest updates.